All right, welcome. Getting started off early this morning. So let us spin the wheel. Kuldotha Red. All right, so this is Kuldotha Red, sometimes called 8-Whack, sometimes called 8-Blast. And the idea is that it is a mono-red aggro deck that is built around Gleeful Demolition and Kuldotha Rebirth, which create 3 1/1 goblins when you stack an artifact. So we play lots of cheap artifacts, and then you get a bunch of artifacts, or you get a bunch of cheap creatures on the board, and then you overrun them with Goblin Bushwhacker or Reckless Bushwhacker, and then you also have Goblin Grenade and or Shrapnel Blast to get in the final bits of damage. Really short on lands. The deck is super low mana value. Almost everything in the deck costs 1, with a few that cost 2. And then there's a couple, 3 here, Castle Embereth to also pump the team. Ultimately, the deck is pretty straightforward. Sideboard is 3 Magus of the Moon, 3 Shattering Sprees. These are going to be primarily to deal with Chalice of the Void and other problem artifacts. We can play Yawgmoth for whenever that's relevant, and then a bunch of other cheap artifacts that are sometimes relevant, and then I guess this is anti-Miltech with the Emrakul over here. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, round 1 with Kuldotha Red on the play. Reveal Yawgmoth. All right, we have slightly slow of a start, but I think this is fine. We go Mountain Synthesizer. The next turn we blast it with Gleeful Demolition and see what we draw. All right, keep. And we have a Bushwhacker and a Shrapnel Blast to pay us off. The value of X1s and overrunning the opponent is probably the worst it's ever been, though, with Orcish Bowmasters running all over the place, but what are you going to do? So I can only play this until end of turn. It's a bit awkward, but we just have to run this out anyway. Mountain, sure. We can't play it past the turn. Basic Swamp, that ain't a good sign. All right, Gleeful this. We revealed Memnite, we'll cast that. And then we'll play Embereth, and then we'll Gleeful the Memnite. All right, 6 goblins on turn 2. Let's see what happens. Opponent plays a second Swamp, passes. All right, kick Bushwhacker, and then swing with the team. All right, here's the Bowmasters, right? Yep, there's the Bowmasters. So kill one of our guys, and they have 2 blockers. I guess we just bolt one of them, right? Yeah, we just bolt this one. Attack with everything. And then they get to block 1 and take 10 and go to 10. And now we're kind of in a rough position. We do need to draw more action. So either another land for Embereth, or they're just going to blow Embereth up right now. No. They will kill 1 with Blood Chief's Thirst. I'm honestly surprised they did that. I would think they would just Demolition Field the castle immediately. They cycle Relic. All right, I think we almost win here. So we go... Oh, no, we do win. So we go Epicure, and then they take 1 down to 9. Then we attack. They go to 5, and then we Shrap Blast them. Shrapnel Blast. Sack this. Yeah, opponent get whacked. All right. So we're playing against Coffers. So what do we want? Magus is no good. I don't think Coffers is running Chalice of the Void in the sideboard. Let's double check that. Maybe they're running 1 for Karn, but otherwise... not really. Crypt is not useful. Pyrite Spellbomb is basically not useful. What can we can Needle the Ring, and we can Needle Karn, so we probably want Needle. And then what can we take out? Probably Chromatic Star, or maybe Bauble. Now let's take 2 Baubles out. So if they Chalice of the Void us on turn 1, we're super dead, or on turn 2, but I don't want to bring in Shattering Spree just for that, if they only have like 1 copy of it. All right, this is fine. Reveal Yawgmoth. We have 1 land that enters tapped, which is real awkward. So what's our play? It's turn 1 Memnite tap land. Turn 2... we don't really have that explosive of a start is the issue. I think let's mull this. All right, much better. Put back 1 of the Baubles. All right, opponent plays Swamp, passes. So let's go Mountain, Epicure. Opponent goes to 19, Wake of Blood. And then I guess we just play Mishra's Bauble, and this hand really does need more stuff going on. We also have the Blood token, so we'll play this, and then stop in their upkeep, pass the turn, and crack the Bauble. Crack Bauble. They are drawing Coffers. All right. Urborg. Knight's Whisper. Definitely like to see that. Opponent taking damage is always good. Yield to this. All right, so now what's the best move here? I could just kick Bushwhacker and get in for some damage. That might actually be correct, because I don't even know what I'm going to hit off Synthesizer. So yeah, let's just cast this with Kicker, and then attack for 4. Swing. Opponent goes to 13, plays Demolition Field. All right, back to us. So let's see. The best move is probably what? Go Voldaren, kick Bushwhacker? Yeah, that has to be correct. Does this give haste? If it's surge cost to play, other creatures get +1/0 and haste. Yes. All right, so cast this. Opponent goes to 12, play a land, surge this, pump the team, and go to combat. Opponent flashes in Bowmasters, of course. Ah, that's such a problem. Kills our guy, and then if we attack, they kill 2 more guys. We can't just not attack them, so yeah, I guess we're doing that. Oh, and they have removal? They're casting March of Wretched Sorrow on Bushwhacker. So now if I attack, they just trade their guys, but I don't see any value in keeping Epicure around anyway, so these have to get off the board regardless. Yeah, so we'll just attack, and then they'll trade them off, but that's fine. Oh, they're not going to trade off Orcish Bowmasters, huh? Because they want to ping, so they want to prevent us from using our blood tokens is what I'm assuming. All right, they play Coffers, play Karn. Now we can't activate the Bloods. Karn for what? Karn for Wurmcoil, which they can play next turn, probably. All right, so we can Kuldotha Rebirth the Blood token. I can also play Synthesizer, so let's just do Synthesizer first and see what we hit. All right, what gets exiled? Gleeful Demolition. All right, pop one of our Bloods, and then I was going to pop the other one, but I think I actually have to kill Karn. Yeah, I got to kill Karn. So let's just attack with Voldaren Epicure at them, and then Goblin Grenade Karn afterwards. Attack opponent. No blocks. They go to 11. All right, Goblin Grenade Karn. Sack a Goblin. All right, now they untap with Wurmcoil. They do, right? That's 5, 6. Yeah, so now they get Wurmcoil down. But that's okay. We can beat a Wurmcoil. Another mana for removal. All right, we have Bushwhacker. So let's go Kuldotha, sack the Synthesizer. We got another Kuldotha. So now we'll Kuldotha the Blood token. All right, and no attacks. So now we just pass back to them, and then we'll Bushwhacker next turn. So if they attack us, they go to 17. If they don't attack us, I'll figure out the math depending on what happens next. All right, they just swing with Wurmcoil. We obviously won't block. So they're up to 17. Playing what? Relic of Progenitus. The Ring. No! Not the Ring. And if we draw a card off of this, the Bowmasters shoots one of our Goblin tokens, but I think we have to. All right, sack to draw a card. Yeah, all right, one of our Goblins dies. We have Shrapnel Blast, but we don't have any artifacts to sack it with. We can't Surge this turn, so pass it back. So then our opponent goes to 22 or 23 on the next attack. I guess the Ring hurts them for 1 unless they just don't activate it. All right, so they attack with Wurmcoil, no blocks. We go to 6, they go to 23. All right, more mana, playing Damnation, leaving behind 2 worms. All right, well, yeah, there's no coming back from that. Sideboarding. I think this is still probably fine. I don't see a reason that we would need Shattering Spree. They didn't even tutor for Chalice when they could have, so I think it's fine to just run this back. All right, on the play, game 3. Reveal Gigantha. Land. All right, this is all fine. So let's go land. Oh, so keep. They mold to 6. Do we want to just play Memnite and make 3 tokens? Or do I want to go... Yeah, Memnite, make 3 tokens. Next turn, Bushwhacker, kick, deal them down to 12. Or let's say I go turn 1 Epicure, turn 2, or turn 1 Epicure Memnite, turn 2 Gleeful the Blood. That does give us more tokens to hit them with. I think that is correct. So let's go land Epicure. They go to 19, cast Memnite, pass. So it's 1 turn slower, but it's more damage overall. Opponent Blood Chief Thirsts our Epicure. All right. Play this, Gleeful the Blood, attack with Memnite, and then we have Bolt them, and then kick Bushwhacker next turn. Field of Ruin, go. Well, Bowmasters is a thing, but what are you going to do? Okay, Bolt you. I could Gleeful the Memnite and have a bigger attack next turn. That might actually be correct. No, okay, so if they have Bowmasters and I do that, they just ping Memnite in response. So basically, if they have Bowmasters, it's really bad for us. So is the correct move just attack first? And they Bowmasters hit everything, and we're left with 1 token? That seems so bad. But I can't do this first. So the other option is just kick Bushwhacker, then they'll kill 3 of our guys, and we only get 4 damage in and put them to 11. Every which way you look at it, it's terrible. So I guess we'd probably just lose the game if they have Bowmasters, so let's just attack under the assumption they don't have it and set up for next turn. All right, do you have Bowmasters? They didn't have Bowmasters. Excellent. All right, hit this, and then pass with Bolt up. Demo Field. Cracking Demo Field, sure. Or Field of Ruin. Grab a mountain. All right, Bolt you. Opponent goes to 8. All right, I think we got this. Kick. We did it. We beat Coffers. Orcish Bowmasters is probably the absolute best card against us in the format right now, so if we can get through that, we got legs. All right, round 2 on the draw with Kuldotha Red. Reveal Gigantha. We've got a tap land. So this Castle Empress are real awkward. What do we have? Turn 1, Bauble Memnite. Turn 2, Gleeful, hope to hit another land. Can I keep this? I think I can keep this. It is a bit slow, but it has a lot of good cards, has redraws. All right, keep. All right, our opponent is playing Tron, and they are aptly named Tron Walker. The name fits. All right, well, that changes things. So now we go Mountain. Do I play Epicure first? I don't think so, right? I just get the max power on the board. So we just go Memnite, Bauble, Gleeful the Bauble. Cast. We're definitely casting both of these. I think I just Gleeful the Bauble, right? Yeah, Gleeful the Bauble. All right, pass the turn. Our opponent had no turn 1 play, so they might just have natural Tron. Yeah, 2 mana. Wait, 2 mana. Soulless Jailer. Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield, and they played Chalice on 0. Okay, so I'm guessing this is Prison Tron then. Players can't cast non-creature spells from graveyards or exile. No, the synthesizer. Well, that being the case, so we just attack with everything. They'll block something. We bolt it, and then the synthesizer gets turned on. All right, so let's go attack with everything. They block something. All right, let's just bolt that. And then main phase 2, Castle, Epicure, go to 16, pass the turn. All right, opponent has natural Tron. What are we getting hit with? Stone Brain. All right, that's not too bad. Stone Brain us. I guess they'll what? Name Bushwhacker probably. So if they just named Chalice on 1, we would be super dead. They're naming Lightning Bolt after we already have a Lightning Bolt down. All right, so I'm guessing they've just never played against this deck before, so they don't know what we're doing. But they will for the second game. All right, they got 3 mana left over with Tower. Doing anything with that? 3 mana. Cast Needle, and they'll needle the star, I guess? Fiery Islet. Whack is usually kind of good against Tron, isn't it? Yeah, aggro decks are good against Tron. Ooh, Goblin Grenade. All right, so we just do what? We go Synthesizer, see what's on the top of our deck. Or if it's a 2 mana spell, or if it's a Kick Goblin, then we can't use it. Or I can just go Chromatic Star, cycle it, and then Goblin Grenade. Let's just do Synthesizer. There's only 6 cards in our deck that we can't play with this. All right, what do we get off the Synthesizer? We get a Mountain. All right, so let's play that. And then let's go Star. And then I don't want to crack it now because I want to use Goblin Grenade. So attack with everything. They go to 11. And now we'll go crack. Okay, so if I just attack them normally next turn, they go to 6. I don't necessarily need to Goblin Grenade right now. Maybe I just hold this. I guess I can always crack the Star and then just cycle Blood if I don't find something I want. All right, let's do that. Crack the Star. Find a Mountain. Yeah, so let's just cycle Blood, discarding this Mountain. All right, we found another Mountain. Go ahead, opponent. 2 cards in hand. Play another Tower and have no follow-up. Well, all right. Okay, so let's just activate Embereth, and then they're almost dead. Attack with all. Activate this. They're at 1. Pass the turn. All right, we took game 1. So Prison Tron, all the Shattering Sprees come in. We want to needle Karn, but I don't think we want to needle anything else. We definitely want Magus of the Moon. So Magus, Needle, Shattering Spree. What's bad? Our opponent playing Karn means Chromatic Star is worse since we can't cycle it. And it's the slowest card in our deck. So we can cut Star. I want Bolt. Epicure is probably the weakest creature we have. Maybe I don't need to needle Karn. Needle Karn, needle the One Ring. That's boarding a lot. I do need a certain density of creatures. Let's cut Bauble. All right, I guess I'll try this. Submit. All right, game 2 on the draw against Prison Tron. Reveal Gigantha. Well, the hand doesn't have anything to bushwhack, but we have synthesizers to redraw, but it is slow. I think I can probably keep it. So I'm doing what? I'm like playing Bushwhacker on turn 1 with no kick. Then turn 2, I'm playing Synthesizer to try to find more cards. It is quite slow. It does have Goblin Grenade to just shoot them. I can do better than this. Let's maul. All right, I'll keep this. What am I putting back? Probably, okay, so I need artifacts. I definitely don't want to lose Bushwhacker, so probably Needle. All right, let's keep that. Opponent plays Power Plant and Relic of Progenitus. Okay, so land Epicure. Opponent goes to 19, pass. And if we get Chaliced, we get Chaliced. All right, it looks like we're not getting Chaliced. Urza's Tower. All right, let's go probably Synthesizer, see what's on the top of our deck, if it's a land or if it's something else we want to play. And then Kuldotha Rebirth the token. All right, Synthesizer. It is Kuldotha Rebirth off the top. All right, what a hit. Sack this, attack with Epicure. And then next turn we can go Kuldotha, sack the Synthesizer, kick Bushwhacker. Opponent plays another tower, plays Chalice of the Void. Yeah, all right. Well, that's a problem. I can still Kuldotha Rebirth through that. So I can sack the Synthesizer, and then this will still get countered, but I at least get the Synthesizer trigger. But there's no point. I guess I can just sack this normally, right? and then can't cast what's on top. So alternatively, I go Kuldotha. So if the top card is exactly Shattering Spree, then I want to use Kuldotha Rebirth to sack this. But I guess I can just keep putting pressure on them with creatures. So, all right, this, activate. Goblin Grenades on top. We can't cast it anyway. All right, go to combat. Attack with all. All right, opponent goes to 14. They have many cards in hand. Plays another Power Plant. So they have enough mana for Ring or Karn or Mystic Forge, and we're not killing them yet. Ballista for 2. All right, well, we got to just keep attacking them. So, yeah, just keep attacking. Attack with everything. So now they can just block a 1/1 and then pump it up next turn. Unless they want to take less damage, then I guess they go like chump here, shoot 2 guys. Or I guess they could chump here, shoot the Samurai token. All right, so damage goes through. They're at 9. They're still very far away from losing. And then they can pump Ballista up to 3 and deal with most of our board. But they're not going to do that because they're just going to slam the ring. Trading Post. Discard to gain life. Pay 1 to make a goat. Sack a creature to return an artifact from the graveyard. Sack an artifact to draw a card. All right, well, we still can't actually cast anything. So let's just keep attacking. Swing. Blocking a 1/1. They take 4, go to 5. I don't know what's in their hand, but I would assume you should just discard to gain life. Yeah, discarding Soulless Jailer, gain 4 up to 9. All right, we're basically in the mode of we just have to find Shattering Spree. 4 mana for activating Ballista. All right. Well, we can actually cast Memnite, but it's not really helpful on this board, so attack with everything. Swing. Now they just put this in front of the Samurai. I'm not going to cast Memnite into just dying, so I guess it forces them to pump this to 4, and then it doesn't really force them to do anything, actually. Yeah, okay, so let's just pass. Discarding Platinum Empyrean. All right, 4 mana. Activate Ballista, and now they can just start attacking us, actually, because they can just shoot the tokens. Yeah. Oh, they're just going to shoot the tokens now, I suppose. All right. Soulless Jailer. Well, they should have just pumped it and attacked first and then shot our guys. All right, well, I guess I'm just going to go to cleanup and then not sure what to discard. Probably, Epicure, I guess. All right. We're still in this as long as we can find Shattering Spree. One plays Urza's Saga. Plays Karn. Makes Trading Post into a creature. Now we're getting hit for 6 down to 12. Shattering Spree? No. So we're going to get hit for 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not dead yet, unless Karn does something, but... All right, play a land, go. Actually, is that even good? Because then, let's say we draw Shattering Spree next turn. I go Shattering Spree, kill Chalice, and then we're still kind of in a rough situation. I have to pay minimum 2 to hit Chalice of the Void, and then I only have 2 more mana left over, so I'd go 1/1/1, kill Chalice, kill Ballista, have to kill the Karnstruct, and then we're still dead? Yeah, all right. Go to the next game. Maybe Pithing Needle isn't good because by the time they're playing that stuff, we should have killed them already. So let's just cut that and then put what back in? I guess Bauble. Yeah, all right. Submit. All right. Game 3 on the play. Reveal Gigantha. We have land, Voldarin, double Magus of the Moon. The double Magus of the Moon is appealing, although they're less reliant on Tron mana than normal Tron. But I think this is still fine, so I'll keep. All right, Mountain, Voldarin Epicure. Go to 19, pass. Urza's mine, nothing. All right, so probably just Synthesizer, see if we can play anything off the top. Play Synthesizer. We found Goblin Grenade, which we can't play, unfortunately. So play a land, and then swing with Epicure, and then... I guess I'm just going to sack this blood token and discard one of the Maguses, probably. 2 mana, Soulless Jailer. Yeah, we're going to play Magus next turn 100%, so I do need to find something else, though. So let's crack the blood, discard Magus. All right, Bushwhacker. Ooh, Shattering Spree, that's nice. I'm going to attack and see if they block. All right, they did block. All right, slam Magus down. Pass the turn. So it stops Tron mana and it stops Urza's Saga. Another Soulless Jailer. All right, not a problem. We can Shattering Spree all of this stuff out of the way at some point. Another Magus of the Moon. So let's see. Let's say they go land, Ballista on 2. So should I just Shattering Spree both of these out of the way now? And then I don't have enough mana to do anything else this turn. So maybe it's just attack and then play another Magus? Shattering Spree kill... I'm not putting a ton of pressure on them anyway. So let's just attack. All right, they're just never going to not block. Cast the other Magus. So once they get to 4 mana, they can play the Ring. The Ring would be the worst thing for us. If they play Karn, we can just shatter their guys and kill Karn. If they play Ballista on 2, that's also kind of annoying, but we can still deal with it. All right, they don't have it. Stone Brain, sure. All right, so I think let's go land, and then I'm going to Shattering Spree both the Soulless Jailers. I don't care if they activate the Stone Brain, and then Bushwhacker attack them. That seems like the best course of action. So choose this one and then replicate once. Any number of times you may pay an additional red to copy the spell. So one time, pay red and red. So then this one's targeting this, and then this one will target that one. So they both die. Then kick Bushwhacker, and then attack for a lot. All right, opponent goes to 8, and we have 6 damage of attacks on the board plus Shrapnel Blast. Walking Ballista for 1. All right, that's not going to cut it, so we can just attack them to death now. All right, go to combat. I guess I should have Shrapnel Blasted first because I could have hit like another Bushwhacker off the synthesizer, but they're just dead on board anyway. Block here, shoot this, take 3, go to 5, or shoot that, whatever. Damage. Shrapnel Blast. All right, we did it. 2-0. On to round 3. All right, round 3 on the play with Kuldotha Red. Reveal Yawgmoth. Looks good to me. Keep. So is it best to do this on Memnite first or Voldaren and then go Memnite and then make 6 tokens next turn? That's probably better. Let's say I go Memnite, make 3 1/1s. I guess I get more damage in if I do it that way. Voldaren. Yeah, all right. Mountain, cast Memnite, Gleeful this. Pass the turn. Opponent plays Misty Rainforest, and nothing. Ooh, Bushwhacker. Let's just set up more damage for next turn. All right, so land, swing with the team. Opponent goes to 17, then we'll go Epicure. Opponent goes to 16, and then Kuldotha Rebirth the Blood. All right, and now we've got Bushwhacker kick next turn. Opponent fetches Yawgmoth Triumph, probably Elementals. Sacred Foundry. All right, Sacred Foundry tapped. Kick the Bushwhacker. Go to attacks. Swing with everything. All right. Turn 3 kill there. So we're almost certainly playing Elementals. So Magus of the Moon in, and then everything else is probably fine. What do I cut? Probably Chromatic Star. All right, that's fine. On the draw, game 2. Reveal Yawgmoth. All right, once again, looks good. I can actually, yeah, so I can go Bauble Memnite, then Kuldotha Rebirth, probably the Bauble, and then Gleeful Demolition the next turn, or one of the two. Opponent plays Misty. Okay, so Mountain, Memnite, Bauble, and then Kuldotha Rebirth on the Bauble, and pass the turn. Opponent fetches, finds Rogran Triome, Windswept Heath, crack, Yawgmoth. So they have Leyline binding, and then they're going to bind Memnite. No, they're binding a Goblin. All right, well, let's go Epicure. Epicure makes a blood, not grenade, Gleeful the Blood. Go to combat, swing for 3. Opponent goes to 14, plays Temple Garden, tapped. All right, so there's nothing we need to play pre-combat, so we'll just attack with everything. Attack all. Casts a Leyline binding. Sure. Hits another Goblin token. Opponent goes to 8, and then we can go cast the Memnite, play Sunbait Canyon. I guess I'm going to draw with the Canyon. Sack to draw. We drew Epicure. What's the odds they have a sweeper? I guess whether I play Epicure or Grenade now, it doesn't really matter. So Grenade you, sack a Goblin, pass the turn. Plays Steam Vents, untapped, goes to 1. Plays the Ring. So this doesn't kill them now. So I can just hold this. So Fiery Islet, draw a card. We drew Bushwhacker. All right, so we just pass it back. They can't even use their Ring because they'll die. So they're at 1. They can't fetch, and they can't activate the Ring. All right, so they're going to activate the Ring to try to find maybe like another Ring. They can also just play Omnath and then a land to gain life. Teferi, sure. So Teferi bounced the Ring to their hand, but they're still dead on board. So, all right, we won. 3-0 with Kuldotha Red, on to round 4. All right, on the draw against something. We're playing Kuldotha Red. All right, reveal Yawgmoth. We have Land, Memnite, Rebirth, Voldaren Epicure, Bushwhacker. So we're short on mana, but I think it's fine. Opponent plays Watery Grave tapped. All right, we drew a second land. That's very helpful. So Watery Grave tells me they can be a Spell Pierce deck, so it's probably better to just run Memnite out and make 3 tokens while we can. All right, cast Memnite, cast Rebirth, and then pass the turn. Opponent plays an island. Oh, is it Mill? Could this be Mill? I was just assuming it was going to be Death Shadow, but I guess it isn't. All right, land will attack first. Swing with the Goblins. No effects from the opponent. All right, let's go Epicure, which resolves, puts them to 16. And then let's just Gleeful the Blood. 2 mana, counterspell. All right, third land, and then they're just passing. So they're not Mill, and they're not Shadow unless they're Redless Shadow. I guess I just try to kick Bushwhacker here. Cast with Kicker. We're going to get Dress Down? No, counterspell. Okay. All right, go to attacks. Swing with the team. Opponent goes to 12, pass the turn. Plays another Snow Island. All right, well, let's do the same thing. Try to kick the Bushwhacker. This one resolved. So now we'll attack with everything. Swing. Opponent flashes in Bowmasters. Yep. All right, so this dies. They block 2 more. And they take 4 down to 8. 4 mana for the ring. All right, we drew a land, so I guess I just hold up Shrapnel Blast. All right, go ahead, opponent. Hold up Shrapnel Blast and then try to Epicure kick Surged on the Bushwhacker next turn. All right, ring, take 1 down to 7. All right, end step Shrapnel Blast. Does this resolve? Doesn't look like it. Spell Pierce, sure. Can't pay it. And then they still got mana up. All right, let's go Voldaren Epicure. They go to 6. Then let's Surge the Bushwhacker. That resolved. All right, go to combat. Swing. Another Bowmasters. Yeah, all right. And they block 2 more guys. Sure. So they take 2, go to 4. I'm not going to play this land because I want to discard it to the blood token probably. All right, they go to 3 off the ring. So there's blue-black control, I guess. All right, sure, yeah, let's just go castle attack. Swing. Well, if they got another Bowmasters, they got another Bowmasters or removal. Sheoldred's Edict, sure. All right, they take more damage from the ring and go to 2. 4 cards in hand. They do need to replace their ring. Draw with the ring. So they have to be able to bounce it or play another ring. All right, there's another ring. Opponent is now at 2. Scalding Tarn. All right, well, let's sack this, discard a land. Gleeful Demolition, which we cannot use on anything. So just pass it back. Opponent cracks Scalding Tarn, goes down to 1. All right. Ring, no damage because they haven't activated it. Well, there's Sheoldred, so things are going to get really bad unless we can find a way to kill them right now. All right, Synthesizer. Play Synthesizer. Force of Negation. All right, I think we're just dead now because now they're just going to draw more cards with the ring, gain life with Sheoldred. I guess I can wait another turn just to see what happens. I'm going to play this land. No, I'm not. So now they're going to gain a lot of life. So, okay, they go to 2, then they drop to 4, then they get to ring again and go up to 8. So I have to be able to untap and deal them 8 damage through whatever interaction they have. All right, take 4 from Sheoldred. I guess I only have to deal them 6 damage, actually, because the ring will hit them. No, I have to deal them 8, because then they can activate it in their upkeep to not lose. Opponent casts Murktide. All right, so what now? We're just dead, right? I go Voldaren, Gleeful the blood, or just... Yeah, okay, we're dead. All right, well, we're against Murktide, so even though this would shut them off of black if they're not going to fetch basic swamps, we might be able to get them with it. Shattering Spree, Pithing Needle. I guess Pithing Needle, the ring, is good. I'm not going to bring Tormod's Krypton to stop the delve on Murktide. All right, so that's all fine, and then let's cut the stars and one of the baubles and run it back. All right, submit. On the play, game 2, reveal Giganta. Hand looks fine, so we'll go, yeah, hand is fine. So I need to set a stop on their upkeep. So we'll go land, Epicure, and then Memnite, Bauble, then pass to them, and then Bauble in their upkeep. Watergrave on top. All right. Plays Polluted Delta, and then passes. Bauble trigger, draw a card. Experimental Synthesizer, we drew Magus. All right, I want to hit another land if possible, so let's attack first. Swing and swing. When it goes to 17, then we'll play Synthesizer. Are they actually going to Spell Pierce this? Shock Watery Grave. All right, that's fine. Sure. Do not pay for Spell Pierce. Well, I'm going to just hold the blood now, or do I do that? No, I just run out Voldaren. I don't have to put Magus down right now. All right, pass the turn. They're at 13. Island. Opponent plays EE on 0. All right, that's fine, I guess. They're not doing it now, though. So I guess I just attack, and then if they pop the EE, I just activate the bloods. All right, go to combat. Swing. All right, so they are popping it, so let's crack the blood. Discarding, I think, honestly, Goblin Grenade. Yeah, okay, so discard Goblin Grenade. I just need to get to the 3rd land for Magus, probably. So if they just wanted to do that anyway, why didn't they just pop it on their turn, and then they could have prevented me from using the bloods? So it looks like our opponent disconnected, unfortunately. So we won that match due to technicalities, but that does mean we are 4-0. So let's move on to round number 5. So when you're playing Tron, and you make your name Tron Walker, right? And you just give away what deck you're playing right from the get-go, is that foolish? Or is that flexing? Like, yeah, I'm so good, I can even tell you what deck I'm playing going into the match and I'll still win. Or is it a no F's given statement? All right, round number 5 on the draw with Kuldotha Red. Reveal Giganta. We have a bunch of rebirth effects and no artifacts, so we will have to mull this. All right, mulligan. Well, I'm not going down any further. His hand's not great, but it's not that bad either. So I guess we'll just keep. and then put back a Bolt in all likelihood, or maybe one of the Epicures. Let's put back a Bolt. All right, what are we up against? Opponent plays Basic Forest Delighted Halfling, so it's almost certainly Yawgmoth. So let's just kill this now. Pass the turn. Opponent plays Takenuma and Wall of Roots and Delighted Halfling. Yep, so it's Yawgmoth. All right, well, let's just keeping stuff off the board. Bolt the Halfling. Go ahead. Opponent still has plenty of mana. Yeah, Grist, make a token. All right, we're probably losing this now. Dryad Arbor, our opponent has 3 blockers and gets to make another blocker every turn with Grist. We can't even get Grist off the table. I think we were overwhelmingly likely to lose this match, and it's better to just concede without revealing to our opponent what we're playing. So let's just concede here and go into game 2. All right, so against Yawgmoth, I want what? Pyrite Spellbomb as a... Okay, I definitely want Needle. And do I want Pyrite Spellbomb for any reason? It's just another card that kills their dorks, but very inefficiently. I guess it's probably fine. And then we just cut all of our chromatic stars, I guess. All right, let's... I guess there's Tormod's Crypt 2. This is only good once they're already at the point of the game where they can combo off with Yawgmoth, and then it just stops one Undying creature, and that's it. I don't think that's worth it. Let's just run this. It's kind of a mind game sometimes, like they could be baiting and they're actually running a mid-range deck or something, get you to mulligan for a fast hand and then double grief you. Yeah, but they are actually playing Tron, though, so that's what I'm getting at. All right, on the play, keep. Or, yeah, choose to be on the play. Reveal Gigantha. All right, we've got a turn 1 Rebirth, and we can also have Pyrite Spellbomb and Bolt. So yeah, this is fine. So turn 1 is probably just Bauble Rebirth, and then turn 2 is going to be kill their dorks. Yeah, so Bauble, land, Rebirth, make 3 goblins pass the turn. Blooming Marsh, play a Yawgmoth. Yikes. Well, I guess we just attack into this, right? Or do we just not attack into it? I guess we don't have to, right? So we just don't attack into it, and then wait to draw Bushwhacker effect, or just wait to get to Castle Embereth. So let's cast Bauble. Let's play a land, and let's play Pyrite Spellbomb. Stop on upkeep, then pass and Bauble. Because attacking here, they just go to 18, and then this comes back, and then it can just block all our guys unmolested. So yeah, let's do that. No attacks. Upkeep, Bauble. They have Wall of Roots. That's more problems. I guess I can technically get Wall of Roots off the field by bolting and pyriting it, but then we're spending 2 cards just to kill Wall. Yawgmoth also plays Orcish Bowmasters now. All right, second land. Surely they're just going to play Wall of Roots. They didn't play Wall of Roots. So if they're not playing Wall of Roots, that tells me they have Bowmasters. So let's just draw with the Pyrite Spellbomb. Yeah. All right, well, this is a problem. Then we lose another token. All right, so we have to kill this with this on the stack. So shoot this. Then draw with the Bauble. Then draw for turn. I can kick a Bushwhacker for no real reason. That does not help at all. Bowmasters is a card, all right. So there's no reason to play Bushwhacker when I'm not going to kick it for a big field. So I guess it's just play Islet Crack to draw a card. All right, pass the turn. And now they're just going to play Wall of Roots, have more blocks up, or just play Grist. 3 mana. Wall of Roots, make a mana, Scooze. All right, that's fine. Attack with both of these, sure, no blocks. We have Reckless Bushwhacker. We really need these Rebirth effects to be live, and they just aren't. So since they're not, well, things are not getting much better. So I guess I kick the Bushwhacker this turn. Kick, and then just attack, and then they'll just block one of them with the Roots. They could trade off with Scooze as well if they want to. Oh, right, they can activate Wall of Roots. So now we just lose 1 guy. Yeah, all right. What would have been the alternative there? Just put Gigantha into hand? Okay, I've seen enough. Well, still short of the 5-0, but we at least went 4-1 that league. So the deck performed pretty much as I thought it would. It was also more fun to play than I thought it would be. I'm happy with it. Sometimes it's a little awkward that the Castle Embereths can be like your 1 land in hand, and then you can't actually play a turn 1 play, so maybe there's something to be said for changing the amount of castles. But overall, pretty happy with this deck.